Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they won't come. Selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Only one Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when I heartbreak. Hey, hey, hood the one I wanna everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Mounties of London. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes out right around the 39. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 39, here's a 2nd and 4.
Let's go, we're good.
Play action, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears right at the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Kill.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 20.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Trying the left side with Walker. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Finding Walker complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2nd and 6. Running left is Walker. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Again, it's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They run it with Chandler.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Got his
man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and 8. Here's Smith. And Walker has it. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Chandler on second down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
On play action, Lawrence rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two yards to go, second down. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Gino now to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Noah Fant, 63 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Chandler.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Let's get that touch. Voice on the ball.
Second and 6.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards that time.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Lawrence. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And the ball smacked dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Mounties are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because You just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Smith. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3.
And got his man complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, Chandler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Drops this underneath for Chandler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Smith now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Reek Warden. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be...
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost co-sign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed.